Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what's the best fruit in your opinion? I'm all for tropical fruits. Keep the mangoes and the pineapples coming. But really, I'm basically a fruit fly. I want blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, bananas, kiwis, apples, nectarines, peaches, cantaloupes, especially with chocolate. Yum. Honey mangoes from India / Pakistan. They'll make you laugh, make you cry, change your life. I got some from a local market when COVID hit and all the restaurants were closed. The mangoes all went to market because the restaurants couldn't buy them. They're amazing. I bought 6 kilograms of mangoes in India for less than $2. I ate those babies for breakfast, lunch and dinner for a week. My only regret is that I did do that more often. How did you avoid the brown rain? No, serious, having too many mangoes at once gives the shits. 10/10 raspberries. But only if they're like good raspberries. Cause 6/10 apples are superior to 6/10 raspberries. What a nice way to describe it. Mangoes are my absolute favorite, and then peaches. There is nothing more tasty, fruit-wise, than a fresh Palisade peach. I've never had a better peach ever. Sorry, Georgia. Store-bought fruit be damned. Edit. Got to thinking about more fruits, and the other two that are my favorites are: 1. Australian navel oranges, usually available in the US in the winter. Best oranges ever. 2. Sumo mandarin oranges that are in the stores now. They are a bit pricey and ugly to look at, but man, they pack a sweet punch when you peel them. Almost too sweet. Orange. I eat 3 to 6 a day. I'm sure someone will race on here and tell me how that'll lead to my impending doom, but it's my tactic so far. At least you are safe from developing scurvy. And this, children, is how scurvy was discovered. Are you part of r/ shower orange? What a weird fucking subreddit, but I love it. Browsing this sub was educational. Forbidden. You're being wild. Well, I was gonna go with tomatoes but decided to be less controversial. Mangoes. Amen. Is it mangoes or mangoes? Mango. I already ate it. Peach. You could love Chinese heaven. There's like 3 or 4 girls who man the peach tree station in heaven, and this monkey who's famous for stealing all the gods' peaches. Really divine stuff right there. Sun Wukong, the absolute bastard. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. All the fruits. Nectarine. Like peaches but less hairy and slightly tangy. I hate peach fur. When I was a kid I tried using a safety razor to shave it. Does not work. Watermelon. Bro, nothing beats a cold piece of watermelon on a hot day. It's a drink and a snack. Bananas. They go good on cereal. They can make great chips. And in my opinion, banana bread is amazing. Edit. Wow. An award and so many upvotes because of bananas. Never thought I'd wake up to see my phone blown up like this. Thanks everyone. It gets a major bonus for being so convenient. Doesn't need washing. Just throw it in a dirty ass bag and it's still good to eat. And it doesn't make your hands and mouth sticky like peaches. It doesn't have a skin that gets caught in your teeth like apples. You don't need to use your nails to peel it like an orange. It's the most convenient fruit to eat by far. Yes. I can't believe this comment was so far down. It's the only fruit we always have around the house because they never go to waste. I freeze whatever we don't eat fresh. Strawberry is the best. I too love it, but it's hard to find the good ones. The ones I get here are mostly sour. Grow your own if you can. It's super easy and they're way better. Apples. Affordable, available all year long, great variety, don't go bad as fast as other fruit. The apple truly is the ultimate fruit. They are incredibly versatile, eat them alone and raw, cook them by themselves, make sweet things like desserts, use them in savory things like in sandwiches and with pork, juice them, make alcohol with them, mash them into sauce. They go well with so many things, many other fruits, many meats, most grains, lots of other stuff like peanuts, etc. There's a huge variety. There's sour ones, sweet ones, tart ones, crispy ones, soft ones, juicy ones, dry ones, and so on. They are the perfect size for eating. A plum or a mandarin orange is very small, a papaya or a watermelon is too big for many to eat at once, but everyone can eat one apple, and as you said they are available all year round and last a long time. Apples aren't even my personal favorite fruit, that goes to pineapple, but they are unquestionably the best fruit. On the fruit tier list, they are easily S tier. There's a reason they are the default fruit, and it's not because everyone hates them so much they don't talk about them. Apples are not my favorite fruit to eat either, because peaches exist, but you're right on, they do have the most uses. I live in apple country in western NY and love going to all the hard cider places, apple mills in the fall, apple picking. There isn't much that I love more in life than a freshly picked apple, sliced, with some extra sharp local cheddar. Heaven. Mangosteen. Like a Jewish mango. It's a working class mango from Asbury Park, New Jersey. So I was on a trip to Vietnam late 2016, landed at Ho Chi Minh and went discovering. I don't remember where I went, but it was this village that had a floating market on a river. The father of the family I was staying with for a couple of days said he sells watermelon at the floating market every day at 6 a.m. and invited me to come with. The watermelons were harvested already and we just took them to sell in the floating market. Long story short, I bought a huge bag of mangosteen from another vendor on the river and ate all of them the same day. They told me it was a medicine for malaria. Did have malaria. Anyway, about a week afterwards I go back home. Do not remember the name of this delicious malaria medicine I have eaten. Tried to Google it, asked friends who've been to Vietnam and just couldn't get any answers really. I just remembered it was a malaria medicine and so I referred to it as the red malaria medicine. I know it's purple but I remembered it as red. Anyway, up until this comment I have searched for this godly fruit everywhere, in every supermarket or farmer's market. I thank you for this info. I will make good use of my discovery. Another Asia trip, baby. Rambutan. How to describe to anyone who hasn't heard of them, but basically, after you peel its skin off, it's like lychee with a sweeter aftertaste. I loved them as a kid as I rarely got them, but first time I tasted, I was like in heaven. Being a picky eater, I have sensitive taste buds, so lychees are my only go-to fruits for both taste and texture. The outer skin is actually easy to remove, easier than oranges IMO. I'm worried people might be put off by its appearance like my BF, but if you like lychees when I found them again at an ethnic supermarket in Cali, then you might like rambutans. Whoosh, Black Betty. Bramble jam. I cannot fucking believe nobody has said plums yet. This is an outrage. Blackberry. When it's just ripe. It's hard to tell. Usually they are very sour, but if you eat them at the right stage they are the best. Seems to be an unpopular opinion here, but they are my favorite too. I love the texture and the subtle sour and sweet taste. Blackberry gang, unite. There are dozens of us. Dozens. The store-bought ones are me, but I'm from the PNW, so I'm used to the ones that ripen on the bush and require a blood sacrifice to pick them. Those are the shit. The blood sacrifice is totally worth it. Pomegranates. Like little juice boxes in every bite. I'm too lazy for pomegranate to be my favorite fruit. But agree, they're delish. They're a huge pain in the ass to eat and they're still the best fruit despite all that. Mandarin oranges. Blueberries are my favorite food. I eat them by the pint, I can't control myself. I like to freeze them and then have them ice cold with a drizzle of honey. Pears and shit like that. Took so much scrolling to find this. Pears are delicious and very underrated. It's because you almost never find ripe ones. You kind of have to purchase and then wait until they're ripe. And once they're ripe to be great, you have to eat them within that 24 to 36 hour window. Shout out to all my pear. Kiwis. Love those little fuzzy testicle shaped morsels. Golden kiwis are the pinnacle of fruit. Cherries, mangoes, raspberries, lychee, blueberries, blackberries. Not choosing one because they are all awesome. June is coming and so are the cherries. I am so hype and ready to eat my body weight in cherries. Seriously, the best fruit ever. Banana is the best. Bananas are so versatile, you can have them on their own, in a smoothie, made into banana bread etc. On their own, a smoothie, made into banana bread etc. There's another. Try this recipe, toast some delicious sourdough bread slices. Slide a peanut butter on those bad boys and some banana slices. Sprinkle cinnamon, and drizzle a bit of maple syrup on top. You got yourself a tasty sandwich there. And they come in a very practical biodegradable wrapping. They're on my top 5 with tangerines. Lemon. Necessary in so many dishes but overlooked because most won't eat it straight. Had to scroll so far to find you. I love eating lemons. My mom is a dentist and this would really irritate her. I also like eating lemons though. Cherries. Can't say I've ever had a bad cherry. How are these so low on the list? Cherries are perfection. During cherry season my fingers will be stained red. It's the one fruit that I'll actually spend $5 a pound on.